Hi YouTube, Bullhorn Betty here. So many of you guys watched my live this morning. You realize I am dropping some videos of information that I found very, very important related to the Summer Wells case. And there was always something that didn't sit right with me. Many of you may have felt the same way related to the whole trip in and around Utah. The fight that broke out between Jose Roman and Don Wells when he returned from Utah on October 14th, 2020. We heard a lot of weird things that went in and around that era of when Don was in Utah. For example, we heard from Jose that Candace and Candace were in discussion of selling the home because Don abandoned them. Did Don abandon them? What was the reason that Don went to Utah in the first place?
Did you know that Candace wanted to move when you were there? Did you know that she listed the property?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Remember, because Candace and her mom, Candace, were talking about it, and Candace kept telling Candace, sell it, he's gone, he abandoned you. You know, automatically all this becomes yours. Just sell it. Let's move into Kingsport, get a house, and we stay together. That's what Candace kept telling Candace. And then Candace said, you know what? Yeah, why not? You know, and she did it. And after she did it, Dawn called on the phone, and holy hell broke loose.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Many of you guys know that I am following the case of Summer Wells. Summer Wells is a little 5-year-old girl that went missing from Rogersville, Tennessee, in the Beach Creek community on June 15th, 2021 at approximately 6:30 in the evening. She has not been seen since over a year. And many of us creators have gone back and forth listening to interviews, some that we've done ourselves and some that others have done, trying to make heads or tails of what happened to baby Summer Wells. What kind of people were Don Wells and Candace Bly? We've done extensive backgrounds on both of them. Both had a lot of violent criminal conduct in their past. And one of those things was, why did Don leave for Utah and only take Josie with him?
Because I was trying to talk them into moving back to Utah.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to do. I had a good job up there, and I wanted to sell the property and move back up there, but she didn't want no part of it. So she won, I guess.
Yeah. That's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Many of us have questioned that. We watched Mary and Jenny on Chris McDonough with the Interview Room. They had some very alarming statements that came out related to Don's trip to Utah. Was Don going there for work? Was he really going there to provide a better lifestyle for his family? Or was he doing more conning, manipulating, masterminding another move on the chessboard? What do I mean by that? We all know that Don Wells is living on a property that his mother once owned. We know that it was quitclaimed over to him by his mother's best friend. Did he go to Utah because his dad was in grave condition and he thought his dad was going to die and he wanted to stake his claim on what he perceived was his, another family home? Did he promise Candace if he just went out to Utah and sat with his father and worked his father would give him the house and the money? Did Don secretly hope his father would die on that trip to Utah? We know he was in grave condition. He was almost bedridden. And then we hear from Genie and Mary about the fights and the screams Don had with his father, some physical, all in an attempt to acquire his dad's home and his dad's money.
What do you think? What do you make of that idea, the initial idea of him saying he was moving to Utah and or moving there for work, move the family?
Well, at that time, I just felt like he was running again. Until some of this other information has come out. But then obviously, we find out because Mary was visiting frequently my parents when he was here. And, she witnessed things that, every day he was just trying to get money out of my dad. They were fighting. He was physically fighting with him, trying to get him to give him the house, told him he deserved it, and then Candace did put on her Facebook, we're selling the house. And so I think it was kind of this quick decision. No, we're going, like, he already had it in his mind that that's what we're doing. And I just feel like they were fleeing from something, because that's what he does. And he knew that my dad was sick, and I think he thought he was going to come and take over until he died. Maybe. I just feel like he was either trying to get money out of him or trying to hide.
Yeah. It was owed to Don Wells. Don Wells claims. This was not just a transaction that Don was concocting. It sounded like Candace Bly, aka Candace Wells, was also on board. She was at home packing up the house. Look at this post. That is a Facebook post from Candace stating that they're selling their home there in Rogersville. She was planning on going to Utah with Don, or was she? Here is what Jose Roman had to say about the sale of the home.
Remember, because Candace and her mom, Candace, were talking about it, and Candace kept telling Candace, sell it, he's gone, he abandoned you.
So my question is, do we believe that Don and Candace were splitting up? Don ran away from home. He didn't want to have anything to do with Candace or the rest of his kids. He just wanted him and Josie to go live in Utah and work. Or did Candace plan on selling the house and moving away from Don because he abandoned her? Or was there something more sinister? Was he really secretly hoping his father would die so he could, in fact, run away from Tennessee and go back to Utah into another paid-for home provided by one of his parents? These are all great questions. I'm curious about your thoughts. Leave your comments. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please don't forget to share this video. This may be very important. Don Wells did not appear to be going to Utah for a better life. It sounds to me like he went to Utah for a very specific agenda: to acquire another family home.